Hello, I'm Nub, and today I'm bringing a special war that we did against the clan Medan 13. And in case some of you don't know, according to Clash with Predator, Medan 13 is the number 21 clan in the world in terms of his unofficial clan war ranking. And as you can already see by that score, we beat them. We're not on that list. This is the third clan on that list that we have beaten. You know, just putting that out there. All right, so we're gonna move on to our first attack, and we will see if I think this guy's name is like pronounced like Elican, something like that. Elican or Elicant, Canella, Elican. We will see if Elican or Elicant. All right, so he just drops a couple of giants to help distract some of these defenses, and then put some healers on his queen. So just, you know, it's kind of obvious what's going on. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit, just to 2x speed for this queen walk, small queen walk. With the king on the bottom, he's going to be able to take out that arch tower and air defense, puts a poison down right in front of the clan castle to take care of the archer and the wizard in there. So gonna put this back to normal speed. He drops a rage spell to get his queen and his healers in the rage. But because both of the heroes are targeting the queen, he has to hit the ability. So now both of the heroes are out. So he took out a nice big chunk with his heroes and healers. So now he's just gonna start his balloon deployment. He's got a couple of hastes, a rage, and a couple of free spells. So just puts haste on that top corner after deploying a bunch of his hounds and balloons. Drops a rage spell down to get that Inferno tower a little easier. So yeah, freezes the Inferno in the Expo, and then second freeze on that left Inferno, or bottom left Inferno. Looks like 2 balloons on the left side with a haste spell to go ahead and take out that air defense. But the Hound will survive because he took out the air defense kind of early. But it's not a big deal. He's got plenty of time right now. And so all the defenses are going down pretty quickly. All that's left is that Wizard Tower, Arch Tower, and Cannon. The Wizard Tower just went down. Now it's up to the Arch Tower. And yeah, now he's dead. Now all defenses are down, so now it's just a matter of cleanup, 99%. And there we go, 3-star. So now let's move on to our second raid by William. And this was like one of the first 3 stars of this war, and I was in the middle of school while watching this one live, and I was very laggy. It was not a great experience, but whatever. Yeah, life sucks. Third world problems, or first world problems. I'm not in a third world country. No, I'm not. So he drops down his queen with some healers. Actually, he started healing the giant first, it looked like, then went back to the queen. And so now this base is queen walkable from the top side, so he would be able to easily take out the entire top side with just his queen and healers, because the space for the compartment is small enough for her to be able to shoot everything in there. And so now he drops his king on the bottom right to take out that air defense, and as you can see, he has like 20 minions with him, and so that's gonna be what he uses to take out the queen and hound clan castle. So there we go. After that king took care of that bottom compartment, he distracted the hound over to the bottom left side with some minions, and now he's gonna start his balloon deployment. So he's got a nice spam of balloons all over the base. Looks like he didn't save any balloons for the back end. I think he meant to save like 1 or 2, but whatever. So there we go. He freezes the queen with that cannon and Inferno tower and rages them all in. All the pups and minions are sadly all just going for the lava hound, so that's going to take them a little bit of time, especially because they're not raged. But he does have 3 free spells, so he dropped 2 of them on the Inferno that was close to the queen and just 1 on the other one. And so the minions and pups were able to easily take out the queen, and so now most of the space is cleared. This like minions rushing in towards the queen goes really good with the queen healer walk, because the queen healer walk like takes a ton of time, but the minions are able to help clean up really fast. So it's good that they go together. Works out pretty well. So there we go, 99% and 100. Good attack by William. And so now moving on to raid number 3 by GoPro. And this raid, it was pretty well planned out attack by him. Just like how he planned out his start for this raid. So as you can see, he's just going to start with his queen on the bottom with a couple of healers. And you can see that this base, you can't really queen walk on it because the air defenses are tucked inside a little bit too far for the queen to be able to shoot over from the outside. But he's able to, he's able to work with what he's got. So yeah, so he drops a giant on the right side that distracts that one cannon, and now he can drop his wall breakers in there. And so now the queen's gonna get healed back up to full health, and it's kind of laggy. Sorry about that. So poison kills the archer and wizard, and on the bottom you can see he dropped a couple of wall breakers to open that compartment, then 3 giants and 5 archers to take out that air defense. So that was kind of a cool idea that he did. So the queen on the right side was able to take out the hound by herself, and so now he rages her with the healers. That way she can move on inside and take out just a couple more of these defenses. With the king on the top left, he's going to be able to take out that archer tower and that air defense, and maybe the mortar. That'll help with the balloon padding a little bit. So there we go. Now he took out both of the sweepers on the right side with the queen. And so now he's just going to get a nice balloon spam all the way across the bottom left of the space. So most of the outside is gone already, so he's just got to spam all his balloons. And he gets a nice freeze drop, gets the queen stuck right on top of that Tesla. So all he has to do is just get one raged balloon to drop a bomb on her, and she's dead. So there we go, nice. He drops his free spell on that Inferno Tower, Expo, and Tesla. He only brought 2 freezes, and one was for the queen, one was for one Inferno, but he didn't really bother touching the other Inferno. He didn't really need to, and it was kind of more important to him to take out the queen. So that was a good idea. Smart planning by GoPro. And so there we go, just that last cannon. It's not going to craft to those balloons. Those giant big black balloons just massacring that cannon. So there we go. Now he's got a couple of pups and minions to clean up at the end, and there we go. So 3-star by GoPro. And so now we're going on to my first raid. I attacked the same design twice, so I'm not going to show the second one because it's basically just the exact same. But I'm kind of proud of myself for this one because of the style that I used to take out this base. I've never really used the style the same way like I'm going to do in this one. So as you can see, I am using healers, but you can't really walk around on this base because the air defenses are once again tucked in just a little bit too tightly. So I'm just going to start with the queen on the bottom with a couple of healers, and then king on the bottom left, and he's going to be able to go in and take out that compartment as well as lure out the clan castle. So I dropped poison right in front of the clan castle, and when the archer and wizard come out, they're going to be taken out pretty easily. So the queen on the bottom right is taking out the air defense and archer tower. The king on the left is luring or distracting the hound away, and I put some minions down there. And as you can see, I dropped a rage spell and a free spell down there to help the queen take out the archer queen, the enemy archer queen, and the inferno. I dropped 2 frees on the inferno, but made sure not to get the queen. Just that way the queen will, my queen will target the enemy archer queen. So that was a pretty good job by me, I will say. And so now it's just a really easy balloon spam because there's really not much left of this base. I took out the Inferno Tower Queen and a pretty large chunk of the bottom of this base. So I just have 2 haste spells and a free spell for this. So all the balloons are going to converge right onto that Expo, so I can drop a haste right there, and they'll move from Expo to Inferno Tower. Now just a couple of extra balloons just take out these last few defenses, so this base is going down pretty easily. I have a good amount of pups alive. My queen did survive on the bottom, and she took out that clan castle hound. Now she's just taking care of a couple of pups, but she will be shooting on that wall just because she won't bother walking 2 steps forward to take out that lava pup. But as you can see, all defenses went down, so now it's just a matter of cleanup. I did have an extra balloon that I dropped on the left side just to help speed up the cleanup, and there we go for the 3-star. So now after I did that style, a couple of other people started like trying to do that same style of raid. So this guy, once again, tried a couple times, and I'm just not going to try this time to pronounce his name because I will just make weird noises and end up just hurting my throat, and I do not want to hurt my throat because that's just a bad idea. So he drops his queen on the bottom with a couple of healers, and then his king on the bottom right. So kind of two things going on at once with this. Has the king broken into the bottom right compartment, he's going to be able to easily take out that whole compartment while luring out the clan castle as well. The queen is just slowly working on that elixir storage, and now once that's down, she'll be able to take out that cannon soon. That way it won't be doing too much to her, so the healers can heal her back up. Expo is targeting her, but the healers can heal faster than the Expo, so that's fine. He has a couple of, looks like an archer on the bottom that will be distracting the hound away from the queen right now. And he dropped a couple of minions on there, so the hound will stay occupado on them. Drops his one freeze in a rage. He was able to get away with just one freeze because the Inferno Tower and the Queen are slightly more outside, and he's going to be able to activate his ability to take them out rather than just needing a second freeze like I did on this one. So now, once again, it's just a pretty easy balloon spam for the rest of this, and the queen is once again surviving, which makes cleanup a lot easier as well. So it's like, if you guys know those shattered lava balloon, like 2 go lava balloon raids, it's like if you get like a perfect start on that and your queen still survives, that's basically what this strategy is doing. So it's just able to easily destroy some of these bases. So there we go, he's got these max haste spells, so they're going to be able to speed up the balloons really, really fast. And so all the defense went down pretty quick, so now everything's down, just going to speed it up for the cleanup, just 2 times speed right now. And so the queen is alive, so she's just going to start walking around since everything's on the other side now. Good amount of pups still alive, ton of balloons, and so now 96%, 97%, so gold mine, and there we go. And so let's move on to our last raid. This is our last raid. And so the reason I saved this one for last, even though it is the very lowest guy that we 3-starred, if you look in the army, it is a cool 5 P.E.K.K.A. army. And so this army is like really good for these anti 3-star designs that have Teslas on the outside in a big open center compartment. And this base is also queen walkable, so that just makes it that much easier for all the outside defenses to go down. So he drops his queen in a rage to power through some of those defenses, and then drops the healers down behind. And so they're able to easily take out all that. The healers are healing much faster than the Expo. Once again, the Expo is kind of weak by itself. And so now he drops, looks like 4 barbarians on that Dark Elixir, what's it called? Dark Elixir Mine? No. Dark Elixir Drill. That's what I'm thinking of. Dark Elixir Drill. Yeah, I'm stupid. So I would have just done goblins, you know, that might have been quicker, but he just decided to use barbarians. And that also did get the Tesla distracted, so the queen didn't have to take any of that damage. And he dropped a golem, his king, and 5 P.E.K.K.A.s on the bottom left with a jump to get into the core. And so they're gonna like one swipe just take out the king, one swipe take out the queen, poison right down in the middle, take out the archer, wizard, and skeleton traps. And the healers did not want to stick with the queen, so they decided to go for the P.E.K.K.A.s. They like their swords, I guess. I don't know. So the queen will not really have anything with her on the bottom, but luckily the P.E.K.K.A.s are getting through the core fast enough to where they are able to distract some of these defenses that are in the outside layers. So as you can see, like on the bottom, the cannon is being distracted by the P.E.K.K.A.s, so the queen can walk around. And up top there were some hogs and a heal spell. He's got 2 more hogs still alive after that, so that took out a nice chunk of defenses. Now the balloons are going to be able to take out the arch tower, and no, the hogs took out the arch tower instead. And so now they're going to work on that mortar and the wizard tower. So the space is storage almost full again. So P.E.K.K.A.s were able to take out that cannon. All that's left is just that arch tower, cannon, Tesla, and air defense. The air defense is going to go down to that P.E.K.K.A. Now all that's left is just that cannon. Doesn't look like anything else is going to die. So just going to speed this up now that the cannon's down already 98%. And there we go, 3-star. So that was a nice raid. So I don't, that was a weird glitch out. So anyways, so that's gonna be all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed watching us beat a top war clan. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.